have found that this particular type of method has worked really well for me, and I hope if someone is watching this video and if you feel like you are in that same boat, I hope this will help you too. Hey, what is going on everyone? It's Anne-Marie from Supreme Guru Tech and I am back with another video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you an app that I have been using recently in preparation for going back to my normal full-time job. And it's an app that I have started using to retain information. Before I even talk about the app, what I want to do is explain the concept around it. So hopefully you guys have heard of something like a flashcard. So you can obviously have like a paper flashcard, or in this case that we're going to show you soon is a digital flashcard. So the concept of a flashcard is usually you're studying a particular type of subject, or maybe you're studying a language, something along those lines. You would write down something like this. So you would have that as like a question on one of your flashcards. You put the answer on the back. The answer in this case is going to be yes. And then you compile a load of flashcards and work on that particular type of subject. So you can then get the visual view of the question, and before you turn the card, you get to know the answer. And if you do need to test yourself, obviously you can check out the answer. Flashcards are a very effective way of studying. A lot of students use them. I'm not a student in particular, but I am using it for a work purpose. And sometimes for me, then I feel like I have constant brain fog. I forget things, and it's just a constant struggle for me to try and remember things. This particular app that I've started using is just a digital flashcard app that you can use. We're going to be using Android. You can download it to iOS, but let me just do a quick check here because I think you have to pay for it on iOS. It's a paid app on iOS, but if you stay to the end of the video, I will give you some free iOS alternatives that you can use. So what we're going to do is jump into the app in question first of all, and then I'm going to give you a run through on how the app works. Hopefully this is something that might help you out. What we're going to do is download the app that I'm talking about. So go to your Play Store and type in Anki. People pronounce it Anki as far as I'm aware. Anki Droid Flashcards. Go ahead and download that. Once you've downloaded it, give it a little open and you'll be greeted with something that looks like this. It's a very basic looking app, which I love. It's very simplistic and easy to use. So what we're going to do is run through the app, and I'm going to show you basically what it looks like to create a flashcard and so on. So this is the main sort of user interface that you get whenever you first go into the app. What we'll show here is what Anki call your decks. So these are basically a compilation of your flashcards. So as you can see, I've just got a few in here. Now the great thing about Anki is you can actually get decks that have already been created. So if, for example, you're maybe learning a new language, the work might already be done for you and you can just get that and download it to Anki. I'll show you how to do that first. So what we're going to do is hit the plus symbol here, and as you can see there's an option for get shared decks. I'm going to tap on that and it's going to bring us to the Anki web. As you can see here, you've got languages. You can type in other languages, and you've just got a few different categories there like geography, history, so on. What we're going to do is type in something like animals. I'm going to hit search, and then I don't know, let's go with Hebrew animals. See what this is all about. So you basically can see here, this is a sample of what the deck's going to look like. And what we're going to do is download this. And then once we download it, we just have to hit open. Once we hit open, the last thing we need to do is hit add. This is going to import it into the app. And then what we're going to do is click into here. So obviously I'm getting some form of, I would assume, Hebrew lettering. And then what we can do is show answer. And you're actually getting some audio with that one. Now the great thing about this is if you were learning Hebrew and you weren't too sure of the answer, you get a few different options here. So you can get the red one. The red one will ask you in 1 minute's time. The good one will ask you in 10 minutes time, and the easy one will ask you in 4 days time. So say for example, you already knew that answer and you got it quite quickly, then you could hit the easy and move on to the next question. And so you can see how that actually works. Now if you wanted to create a deck from scratch, I will also show you how to do that. So if we hit the plus button, what we're going to do is create a deck, and what we're going to do is type in phones, and then what we're going to do, as you can see I've already added that one in there. If I just delete that deck, and then we'll do that again. So we'll create a deck and call it phones, and we'll go in here. So the deck, if we could try to go into it, the deck is empty. So what we need to do is add flashcards into that. To do that, what we have to do is hit the plus symbol and then hit add. So there are a lot of advanced options within Anki, and I'm not going to go through them because personally I don't use them. However, there are so many great tutorials on YouTube if you do want to take a deeper dive into this particular app to see all the different settings. So I'm just going to create a basic flashcard and show you how to do it, and you'll hopefully be able to get into the swing of it and start using it yourself. So as you can see, we're on the deck phones, and then in here at the front, so this will be the front of your flashcard, you want to give your question in here, 32. So you've got your question, and then on the back you want to put your answer, 32 megapixel. And then what we're going to do is hit the tick button at the top, and that will be added into the phones deck. So now I can go into the phones deck, I can get the question in there. If I know the answer, then I can give it a little rating of whenever it needs to remind me again. So now for our iOS users, there are a lot of free alternatives for you, and I've done a quick research, but what I'll do is I'll just name a few of them. I will also link them down in the description of this video. So we'll just run through the top 3 that we have here. So there's Tiny Cards, there's one called Quizlet, which I've heard of before, and then there's one called Flashcards Plus. So I will leave those down in the description if that's something that you do want to check out. Hopefully this video has made some sense. Hopefully I haven't rambled too much, and I hope that you have much success with this. So guys, thanks for tuning in, and until next time, you guys have been watching and listening to Anne-Marie from Supreme Curry Tech. Peace.